Friday. What y'all got going on today? What y'all got going on today? Yeah, I know I'm late. Better late than never. I'm trying to get them together on Facebook. The phone is acting up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on over here on Facebook. How y'all doing? Hey, Wanda. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Angel. Hey, Sandra. How y'all doing? Oh, the devil is a lie. I was not trying to go over here. Over here. Yo, I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to let my people on Facebook come in because they show more love than the people on IG. Oh, you love my hair? It's only for the occasion. That's all. It's only for the occasion. Tomorrow. Hey, Kiwi. Hey, Nicole. It's only, hey, Kendrika. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. This how I look on Facebook. So, what we got going on here on Facebook? They playing with y'all on Facebook. I promise y'all they is. They really playing with y'all. And I'm trying to turn my phone off and on. Y'all give me a minute. I love y'all too. Hold up, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm trying to let my people on Facebook in. They're going to be mad at me. So let's do this. So I powered it off and I'm going to turn it back on. I fix my clothes. Why y'all ain't tell me to fix my clothes? Y'all just don't be saying nothing. Y'all, a girl could come on here all kind of ways and y'all not going to say nothing. Hold up, let me turn the phone back on. Y'all waited for me for about an hour. I was in traffic. But now I'm here. Pickaboos. Give me a minute. I'm about to be working, people. Y'all know the topic today is making bad decisions. Like a lot of us did. That's the topic for the day. And whatever else I want to talk about. If I want to talk about you, that'll be the topic too. How about that? So we got something going on right here. So let me add my people on Facebook in here. Because they be showing a girl a lot of love. Darylyn, Keaton. There we go. Y'all thought I was gonna leave my people out on Facebook? The mess is everywhere. The mess is everywhere. First off, let me start by saying happy blessed Friday to all y'all. Happy blessed Friday to all y'all. A girl be trying to fix her clothes because she is on television and stuff. What I'm doing wrong? This the side. That's the side I'm trying to fix. Yeah, that's the side. Wait, no. Yeah, that's the side. So how y'all doing on this beautiful Friday? Can y'all show a girl some love? Dang. Every time I come on here, a different day, but the same old stuff. Can I see some little hearts or something? Can I just see some hearts and can I get some likes? And can y'all just cheer a girl on and make her feel good about being on the internet? I'm just saying. The wicked people get more love than the people that saved. I got on my little leather shorts too, y'all. The little corn chips. Too bad y'all can't see because they are cute. And they not all in my coochie or none of that. They low enough because I'm older and I don't need to be having no shorts all in my coochie and all that kind of stuff. But ain't doing it. Get somebody else to do it. So y'all listen. Do anybody have anything they want me to talk about today besides the topic? Come on now. Besides the topic today. Come on now. Let's get it together. Let's get it. I guess that's how them celebrities be when they have somebody up there See, when I get to the top, you know, when I get to where I'm going, they're gonna have people fixing my clothes for me, and I ain't gonna have to do all that. Somebody else gonna be doing that. Hey, hey, Wanda girl. But anyway, y'all, let me start over by saying this. I love y'all, and I thank y'all for being on here, for all the days that y'all come on here. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all here with me. And I am forever grateful, even though I was out there doing what I wanted to do today, but I made it my business to make it home. I was doing a little bit over the speed limit, and I made it home. So to God be the glory. I was trying to get home to y'all because your word should be everything. And one of my sisters told me this yesterday. She said, if you give somebody your word, your yes should be yes, your no should be no. Now, my grandfather told me that too before he passed away. He said, let your yea be yea and your no be no. So let me say this. If you, and I had my sister, Jocelyn, that lived in Jersey. Hey, Janice, I had her to break it down to me. Now, that go to show you that a lot of us know stuff, but we don't know everything. And when she broke it down to me, because she had bought something for somebody, and she found out that somebody did something behind her back. And she said at first, she was like, I shouldn't give it to him, because she's a good person too. She's a sweet, kind person too. She one of my number one fans too. And she been following me she been following me for quite some time. It's going on 5 years she been following me. And I got a 75-inch, I think I got a 75-inch or 80-inch TV that she had sent to my house, had it put on my wall with the mount and everything. Yeah, I got fans like that. I got fans like that I would never forget. So she is not my friend. She my sister in Christ. And we've been sisters in Christ ever since. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She had them to deliver. She signed, sealed, and delivered. So my TV that's on my wall, my big TV, my sister that live in Jersey sent the TV to my house, had them to mount the TV on the wall. And that's what I'm talking about. It's people like that be blessed, that send blessings to people that they don't never even met them in person. But we got a bind, we got a relationship. And when she needs something, I'm there for her. If I need something, she there for me. But that's how all us should be each other. That's how, when all us among each other, that's how all us should be. When you need me, I should be there for you. When I need you, you should be there for me. See what I'm saying? Let me slow down because it ain't sound like I said that right. When you need me, I should be there for you. And if I need you, you should be there for me. If you got somebody in your life that's always giving you, always helping out for you, it don't take but a second to be a blessing to them. Y'all always got your hand out, but y'all not givers. Y'all always want Jehovah to bless y'all with the finer things in life, the immaterial things in life, but y'all are not givers. I am a giver. I'm not going to take from nobody. And if somebody need me, I got it. But I'm not going to come all on the internet trying to prove a point to y'all about what I have and what I don't have. I don't have to prove a point to nobody. But I guarantee you, God say he'll never leave me and forsake me. Never leave me nor to forsake me. And anything that I want, all I got to do is bow down and put my hands together. Even if I don't put my hands together, I could decree and declare. And I could just ask Jehovah and he going to bless me with it. I don't know about y'all, but I know my blessings come from Jehovah. But she said, she broke it down to me. And she said, whenever you tell somebody, right. Well, now, they got a lot of people like that. Because you always helping people too. But let me say this. But she told me, when I told her, I said, well, if she crossed you, I wouldn't give her nothing. And that's me not thinking the Christian way because I'm still growing. And she said, no, by her being a Jehovah Witness and a Christian, she still enjoy her life. She still go places on her husband, Jehovah Witness. They still go to the kingdom. They've been going there for decades and they still enjoying their life. All they doing is knocking on doors or passing or going out in a field to teach people about the word of God. And she said, and I'm not going to do that. She said, because the word says, if you promise somebody something, whether they make you mad or not, you're supposed to do it. I say, so if somebody make me mad and I don't talk to them no more, and I was planning to do something for them, I still should do it. She said, yeah, that's what the word says. So from now on, if I say I'm going to do something for somebody, whether they make me mad or not, I'm going to stand on my word, but I'm not going to deal with them anymore. That's the Bible. Yeah, Queen, that's the Bible, not me, because I ain't lying. If it was up to me, that go to show you I've been saved. I've been saved for 30-some years. And I ain't going to lie, when my grandfather came down here from Chicago, my grandfather did say that. And when my grandfather said that, I remember him telling me that. He said, let your yeah be yeah, and mean no. But if you make a promise to somebody that you're going to do something for them, right, Renee, if you told somebody, if I tell y'all I'm going to do something and I promise to do something, I got to go on and do it, whether I like it or not, whether you made me mad or not. So I be caught up in my little feelings when people hurt my feelings or when people say something in the wrong way and they don't feel like they said nothing wrong. Hey, Queen girl, where you been? Hey, Shay. Hey, Rochelle, Raquel, boy's mama. Well, where you been at, Queen? Working? Because I ain't see you in a couple of days. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so let me tell y'all something. Hey, Mama Ava, let me tell y'all something about life. It's a lot of things that we don't know. I'm new to a lot of things, and I know a lot of things, but I don't know the whole Bible. I don't know, but I know Lucifer was kicked out. He was one of them that was kicked out. And if somebody call you Lucifer, just know that ain't good. Mm-hmm. But anyway, today, the topic for today is making bad decisions. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a lot of decisions I made bad decisions. I feel like I made bad decisions with marrying the first husband, the second husband, the third husband, and the fourth husband. But in the process of me making bad decisions, I still turned out to have beautiful children. Even though we go through what we go through with our children, I still wind up with beautiful children. And a lot of us made bad decisions and bad choices. And I'm one of them could raise her hand and say, I made a lot of bad choices because I went off of my emotions and my feelings. And a lot of y'all making bad decisions right now. A lot of y'all fell in love with all the wrong people. A lot of us. I fell in love with all the wrong people. I never thought I would be in a situation that I am in right now. I never thought that I would be, without a man. But to be honest, it don't bother me. And the reason it don't bother me because there's so much going on with men to the fact of where you don't know if you sleeping with the enemy. You don't know if this person that you love, honor, respect, and obey is your worst nightmare. Y'all, I look at Deadly Women. I look at Snap. I look at For My Man. I look at all these shows. You working in Montana. I know that's real. Well, girl, when you get your big bonus, make sure you send me a few little dollars this week. I love you, Queen. Mm-hmm. But anyway, y'all, I just say that all us as women want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And men too, but I'm not talking about the men right now. I'm talking about us. And life is peaceful, huh, Janice? In spite of our imperfection, in spite of Janice losing her son and stuff like that, in spite of her sons, in spite of all that, we still find a way to find peace within ourselves. I love you more, Queen. We still find a way. You got to tell me how to pronounce that name too, because that's why I don't never say it, because I can't pronounce it, and I ain't saying the wrong thing. See, a lot of y'all don't realize that a lot of us go through stuff on a day-to-day basis. But just like my story, I got a story, but Janice got a story worse than mine. See what I'm saying? And Janice might think my story worse than hers. But the only difference between me and Janice lost two of her sons. So anybody on here that lost somebody, lost a child, it's a different love. When you lose your mama, it's different. When you lose your daddy, it's different. And when you lose your children, it's different. So when you lose somebody, nobody can go to Janice and say, you know what, Janice, I know the feeling, unless they lost a child or two. See what I'm saying? Nobody can come to me being in a wheelchair and say, you know what, Ann, I know what it's like. I know, I understand what you're going through. No, you don't. You don't have a clue. You don't have a clue. Because at the end of the day, I have a lot of sleepless nights. And you know why sometimes I have sleepless nights? Because I be worrying about, and I shouldn't say that, I be worrying about other people getting their life. You know what? When you pray and you touching lives, people don't know the energy. They don't know my energy is to a level to where I think I'm dedicated to a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all looking forward to me coming on here, giving y'all the word and being an inspiration to a lot of y'all. So it takes a lot of energy and a lot of courage to be the person that I am now and to go through the things that I'm going through in spite of me being saved. About that this morning, how I wish I can turn the clock back. Right, Renelle? Because at the end of the day, all right, me and Renelle have been friends for decades. I done been with Renelle with her good days. I done been with her bad days. I done been around where she done made me mad. And I ain't never told her she made me mad. But at the end of the day, she's still a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? She know me more than a lot of y'all. Y'all think y'all know me? Renelle could put that wheelchair together. Sometimes she be like, I be like, girl, you been around me all these years and you still, sometimes she'll forget, well, where this go? I'll be like, well, girl, we've been around each other. We've been sister girlfriend for years and you still ain't get the wheelchair together yet. Yeah, Miss Janice said grief is a lifetime. And it is. But I would say this to you, Janice. It's a lifetime grief. But at the end of the day, you still find ways to smile. See that little granddaughter of yours that just graduated and it put that big old smile on your face? That's why God still left you here in spite of whatever you've been through. When you look at that little girl and how you put a smile on your face because your grandbaby graduate, that's our purpose for being here. That's our purpose for him allowing us to be here. And now when you look at your little grandbaby Zoe, and Zoe come in the room and sleep with you and all that kind of stuff there. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me. I'm talking about me right now as a grandmother to deal with the fact that I love children. And it takes a lot to know that my grandchildren, they know I'm a mom, but they don't know me. And it takes a lot for me to be strong about that. It takes a lot for me to be strong and know that one day God gonna change the whole situation. But y'all gotta recognize the enemy. So the enemy, when you transition your life and you take accountability, transparent or whatever, the enemy is after my children. He can't get me. He tried to take my life more than one time. And he had me when I was in the world. He messed around and let me go. So now he can't get me no more. But he used what we really, really love against us. Because my children have no way in the world, no reason in the world to be the way that they are. But I know it's not them. It's the trick of the enemy, so they won't be successful like they are, so they won't live happy, healthy life when I'm gone. So the enemy like, well, you know what? We can't ride her tail because she know how to fight. So we gonna go over here and we gonna pick with the children, and we gonna pick with the grandchildren. We gonna pick with all these children that she loved, and we gonna use her children against her. So we gonna try to break her with her children. Right, Janet? So at one time, I ain't gonna lie, yo, I didn't cry to Nell. I didn't cry to, Mama Eva. I didn't cry to my mama, my family. I didn't cry so much that I can't cry no more. All I could do is trust God and be like, you know what? One day he gonna turn it all around. But he still gotta chastise our children in spite of whatever we say. We can pray till we black and blue, but God gotta chastise them. They gotta bump their head. If he keep on putting this in their face and people keep on saying, well, you need to change and you need to stop doing what you're doing. Let me tell you, God have ways of doing things, right? So I never thought that my grandbaby was gonna come out looking like me. Because my daughter, Corianne, looked like her grandma, even though some people say she looked like me, but she looked like her grandmother, right? And she looked like me a little bit. And a lot of people think Corey favor me. Corey and Jasmine look alike. But Corey, if you look at his dad in a lot of ways, you'll see some resemblance of his dad. But at the same time, I never thought. I remember when a lot of people used to tell my ex-mother-in-law, Big Corey, his mama, Corianne, she looked just like you. And she used to say, oh, y'all think so? Like that. The same thing that they tell me. Because when Clover first, I was like, she had a little features changing. And I was like, and somebody said, girl, you done lost your mind. That baby look just like you. And now that she's getting older, I'm starting to see when I saw my pictures when I was a little girl, Clover have my whole face. She have my whole face. Now Corbin looked like a mixture of Corey and his mama. He got more of his mama than Corey, but he got a mixture of both of them. But I said that to make an example. God have a funny ways of doing things. Because every time they look at that little girl, they looking at me. And a lot of y'all got grandchildren like that. And y'all wondering, like, how this happen? We got strong genes. But at the end of the day, I said that to say, hey, my baby. I said that to say that Jehovah is awesome. He do things out of the ordinary. We don't know what he gonna do, when he gonna do it, and how he gonna do it, but he gonna do it. And us making bad decisions, that's on us. Accountability. Bad training. That's on us. Hey, Shawanda. We make our bed hard, and we gotta lay in it. That's for each and every one of us. If you make your bed hard, you can't get mad at nobody but you. But the most powerful part of making your bed hard is when you can stand and take your L and come out. When you know that weeping due for a night, but joy come in the morning. All I want my people to do is recognize life. Because life is life right now. Gas is high. They took our little Debbie snacks. We could get the little pies and we could get the little honey buns and the little pies and all that. But we We can't buy cold drinks on food stamp card. We can't buy Hey Queen. We can't buy candy on food stamp card. Look like they want us to go back to drinking sweet water and sugar water and Kool-Aid. Why we just can't all just pray for one another, and pray for a better world? The ones who know to know better is to do better. So why we can't pray for one another and stop praying on each one of our downfall? Hey man, ain't nobody watching her. Why everybody can't come on one accord? Why I gotta be on Instagram, Facebook, when I got a YouTube channel, and why we all can't just be on my YouTube channel? Why I gotta sacrifice for y'all because y'all don't want to come on YouTube? For what reason? For what reason? And I'm steady telling y'all, I'm giving y'all time to come on YouTube because in a minute, I'm not going to be on both platforms because I'm going to be on one accord. I'm still going to be delivering the word, but I'm going to be on one platform. And ain't nothing wrong with that. So I said a lot of us made bad decisions. And I know I'm not the only one going to admit that. I made bad decision because in my life, when I got married at a young age, I was running from something. I was running from the drug life. I was running from the drug dealers. I didn't want that life no more. I didn't want no more block boys. And I ain't really had the block boys. I had the ones with who was the man. Because back then I was that girl. But if I knew then what I know now, I would have just saved myself for the right person. I didn't know I was a queen back then. Even though I was dressing up, I was still dressing up and still doing things that I was always did dress nice. Even you could be dressing nice, but do you know your worth? Do you know that you are a queen? Nobody shouldn't have to validate you or make you feel like you're a queen. You should already look in the mirror and know that you are a queen. I'm just saying. Back then, when everybody wanted to be me, when the girl said, "Oh, Miss Ann, I always wanted to be like you and your sister Sunshine." And I used to hate that, but I never understood that. And now that I look back on my life, I wouldn't trade this life right here and for that life for the world. Even though somebody might be like, "Boy, Miss Ann, you in a wheelchair." But I live my life. Even though I was out there in the world, I still live my life. I ride motorbikes and all of that. I was traveling. I was enjoying my life because I wasn't worrying about that. I wasn't thinking about it. All I was thinking about is me, enjoying my life. And I had one son. And that was my oldest son, Eric. And that little boy used to cling to me and say, "Man, I want that little boy love his mama without a shadow of doubt. Ain't nobody in this world could come between my son and me, my oldest son. He's standing on all 10 behind his mom." And when they go to talking about me, y'all hit the like button. When they go to talking about me and saying stuff about me, the other siblings, he be like, "Well, when my mama did that." That's what my oldest boy be like. "So y'all trying to talk to me about my mama. So when my mama treated y'all bad or mistreated y'all because I was helping my mama with y'all." I'm just saying. And if I ask my son, "You need something, you want something, or this and that," he'll say, "No, I'm good." He don't take what he don't need. But me and my decision making cost me. I don't know if y'all going to admit to y'all decision making cost y'all, but the decisions I made in life cost me. But you know what? He said, "Forgive them because they know not what they do." I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know one day I was going to pay for everything that I did. I didn't know I was going to marry a Ford man and wind up with HIV. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But I know the things I did in my life coming up, I know it wasn't right. And everything I did, I promise you, without a shadow of doubt, I paid for that and some. Somebody pum me, I pum somebody. Somebody stole from me, I stole from somebody. I stole from somebody, somebody stole from me. I lied to somebody, somebody lied to me. I jacked somebody, somebody jacked me. But I never thought in a million years that you reap what you sow. So this message is for somebody out there that feel deep down inside that they got away with what they did. We only get by, we never get away. I'm a living witness. So if you did something in your life, you have an opportunity to repent and turn from your wicked ways. But you still got to reap what you sow. So you got to prepare yourself for life. If you could say, you know what, I know why I'm going through what I'm going through with this woman I'm with, because I done messed over a lot of women, a lot of mothers' daughters. So now you got one that's dogging you out. And you wondering why she dogging you out, but you forgot how many people, daughters you done dogged out. I'm just saying. And now you want to cry wolf because you forgot that you was messing over somebody's daughter. When you mess over somebody, you're a man, but you messing over. Do you not realize that your wife, your fiance, your spouse is still somebody's child? Whether it's a girl, a boy, girl, boy, it's still somebody's child. And he said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. So to a lot of y'all men out there be saying, nobody bad not touch my daughter. Hey, runner, nobody bad not touch my daughter. Nobody bad not touch. But you didn't put your hands on somebody else's daughter. I'm just trying to understand how y'all get the feel like what you do to somebody, you don't want somebody to do to you or yours. Black girl, Andrea, you don't want nobody to disrespect your daughter, to mistreat your daughter, to cheat on your daughter. But you didn't slept with damn near all the women in the city. I'm just saying. See, y'all don't realize the things that y'all do gonna affect your children sooner than later. The bad decisions that y'all are making right now is coming back to haunt y'all. Somebody on here right now think they got away with what they did during Mother's Day. Yeah, you might have stole and did all this and all that. And guess what? You got away in the store, but you ain't got away with Jehovah. When I thought I was getting away with jacking a dope man and jacking and robbing and running out the hotel with the drawers, the wallet, the pants, I thought I was getting away with that. Oh, wow. So much more. I thought I got away with all that. When I was jacking them out their money and all that, I thought I had it made. And girl, as I started getting older, Pop go to Weezer and the Weezer went pop. And I started going to jail for stuff that I ain't even do. Like, no, girl, you ain't paying for what you did, what you didn't do. No, let me say that. I went to jail for stuff I didn't do, but I'm paying for what I did do. Did that go over somebody's head? Because I need to say that again because somebody don't understand it. See, I didn't pay back then for the things I was doing. And then when I went to jail and stuff started happening to me, I was like, I ain't do that. I ain't do that. Well, girl, you might ain't do this, but you did that. It's called life and it's called karma. And it's called you reap what you sow. And each and every one of us have to reap what we sow, even our children, to know better, to do better. And I tell y'all all the time, hey, cousin, hey, Cynthia, the best thing you can give your child is Jehovah. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. The best thing you could Let me tell y'all something. We all love our children, but you love them more when you chastise them, even our grandchildren. Even like the fire, they had the fireplaces and all that, and they tell you, don't put your hand on the fireplace, don't touch the stove. And you didn't say it more than once, and you say, I'm not gonna tell you again. So if you do it again, then you touch it, and then you burn your hand. You was taught a valuable lesson because they told you not to do it. Told you not to do it. So me, I made a lot of bad choices. Peekaboo, a lot of bad choices. And I take accountability for the choices I made. Y'all got to stop faulting other people for y'all own action. Say, Lord, it's me. I did it. Hey, Penny, Faith, y'all got to say, Lord, it's me. I did that. Everything that I say I did that. Everything that they said I didn't do all of that. But when people judge you on your past, they don't see no right in what you're doing now. All they see is, well, Aunt, she used to be this and she used to be that, and what you was undercover. Maybe you weren't knocking on women doors behind your husband, but what you did. Thank you. What you did. You ain't did what I did, but what you did. So how can people pass judgment on me and say that's good for what happened to me, when at the end of the day, girl, you sleeping with somebody's husband? You sleeping with somebody, fiance, you sleeping with somebody, man, but it's good what happened to me, and that was for me. I'm just saying. It's the type of world we living in, where women could greet another woman and say, well, girl, what you did. And you know what? Let me tell you about justification. Because I be listening to some people live, and I be listening to some stuff people be talking about and this and that. Let me say this. So if you go to a fight and you have a fight with somebody and y'all have a fist fight, right? Somebody say, I was listening to somebody, they say, if you hit somebody, let me say I could break it down. I want to say, if you hit somebody, you can't get mad how they react, how they respond. So in other words, to me, it was justification. People have the tendency to justify. If I hit somebody with my bare hand and they pull out a pum on me, that's justification. Nah. A fist fight is a fist fight. You don't bring a pum to a fist fight. So ain't no justifying and nobody pulling out no pum. You got to be some type of coward to go get a pum because somebody hit you. Hit them back. Fight them back. Why it's always got to be the pum? Because we was taught to fight. We was taught, if your brother hit you, hit his ass back. Don't come crying and hit me. You shouldn't have never hit that girl. Warren hit me, I'm hitting him back. That's how we was taught. So y'all out there justifying, making these youngsters feel like it's okay for them to pum somebody if somebody hit them. I mean, if somebody hit you, why not hit them back? And I'm only making an example because a lot of y'all feel like what Miss Thing did to me was justification. You know what's justification? What happened to me? Let me tell y'all the justified part. All right, I hit her. Okay. I take accountability. I should have kept my hand to myself, but I didn't. I went off of my emotions and my feelings. Yeah, I hit her. So it was two of them. So if it was two of them and just me, I'm looking to fight both of them. I'm standing up there waiting to fight you, and I'm going to fight you too. Never thought in a million years that I was going to be pum from behind. So to y'all, oh, well, Ann shouldn't never hit her. Okay, so everybody y'all hit. So if y'all hit y'all children, y'all grown adult kids, and they go get a pum, that's going to justify their wrongdoing and pum. Because I do know Marvin Gaye, daddy, pum him. Marvin Gaye daddy said, I brought him in this world and I'll take him out. Is it Marvin Gaye? Is it Marvin Gaye daddy, y'all? Is Marvin Gaye the one that pimp his son? Right, Queen. Still standing. Y'all, is that Marvin Gaye the one that unalived his son? Well, anyway, hey Pam. But anyway, y'all, let me see what you say. I'm sick of the pum in the streets among the black youth men. Right. So I'm saying that to say, if you go on the internet, a lot of people being justified for their wrongdoing. I would never tell you if somebody hit you. Now they did say pick up a stick or pick up something if they too big. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I told my children, if he big and he too big, pick up something, bite him, scratch it. I did say that. Now if somebody hit you, and you go from here. But if they big and you can't beat them, I did say bite them, scratch them. I did say that. I never said get a pum. I never said that. But a lot of y'all on the internet, y'all being fed a lot of wrong stuff. Because I be watching TV and I've been here long enough to know certain things in life, but it's a lot of things that I don't know either. But I was watching the show where the man broke it down about if somebody break in your house. Let me share this with y'all. Some of y'all who don't know, who have concealed weapons. If somebody break in your house and say they break in your house and you run to the back and you get your pum, if they going out the window and their back is turned, there is no longer a threat. So if you unalive them, you're going to be charged with second degree unalive. Or is Marvin Gaye thinking now? You're going to be charged. So a lot of y'all got these pums. Y'all need to find out what the law is before y'all talking about grabbing a pum and unaliving somebody from behind. I'm just saying. And then, I was on OG Murder early today, listening to OG Murder, and he was talking about gangster. And something he said about gangster kind of caught my antennas. But it was gangster saying it, so I can't say that Murder said it because it was a video that Murder was playing. And gangster said that gangsters don't listen to gangsters. So you mean to tell me, because I'm a gangster, another gangster don't want to hear what I gotta say? Where they get that from? So you mean to tell me, if you're a teacher and they got other teachers around you, other teachers don't want to listen to you because you're a teacher? Y'all got to listen to the stuff that some of these people that have big old platforms be saying. Shit just don't make no sense. Shit just not adding up. And you got a big old platform talking about how much money you making, all this shit kind of stuff. But you say a gangster ain't going to listen to a gangster. And I was like, well, I'll be damn. So you mean to tell me I'm old school and I was taught the old school way? And you mean to tell me the old school players on here not going to listen to what I got to say because I'm old school and they're old school? The devil is alive. Because guess what? At the end of the day, just like y'all learning from me, I can learn from y'all too. You ain't never too old to learn. But I'm saying this to say, they got all these people with all these big old platforms and all that kind of stuff there. They making you think like, they making you think that right is wrong and wrong is right. They making you believe that something is real when it's fake. I'm just saying. And I ain't gonna lie. I go along with Murder when it comes down to certain things. Let me tell y'all, when during my time, when I was being raised, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, snitches get stitches. I'm just saying. I come from an era where snitches get stitches. But now everybody ratting and everybody thinking they making people out there think, oh, it's cool to go and tell on somebody. Why is it cool? And why everybody thinking? And then not only that, they turn words around. They convince y'all into believing that it's okay. But let me say this. Let me say that. So say that if somebody unalive one of our family members, I say this, and say they saw it. I ain't gonna lie, on our end, we rather you to come and tell us than to tell Popo. That's how we was raised. And I'm gonna say this. I have never went against the grain. If I ever dealt with a man and he took the stand against somebody, to me, I'm an OG. And if I'm an OG, I got to stand on, I'm not messing with no man out here telling on nobody because now my life at risk. I'm just saying. But the code now in the streets is that I can see you out there slaying and I get caught up. I'm going to tell on everybody. Where they do that at? So a lot of y'all going along to get along when at the end of the day, y'all going against the street code. And then when you be listening to certain things, I be saying, well, damn, I was brought up in an era where, I mean, a lot of people might feel some type of way, but like when that happened to me, right? My family wanted to retaliate. And I told my family, nah, we good. And they lied and did all kind of stuff, but I still stood on business with my family and told my family, nah, I'm good. Because if I wanted to do something, I could do it on my own. I don't need no entourage. I don't need nobody to do my dirty work. And it wasn't going to be no dirty work. It was going to be nasty work. But I thank God that I didn't make that decision to get my lick back. Because if I would have got my lick back, I'd be in St. Gabriel. I probably wouldn't even be here. I'm just saying, sometimes y'all got to make better choices, better decisions. And a lot of y'all making bad decisions. And a lot of y'all making bad choices. Y'all ain't got to tell it to me. I already know because I did. All us thinking, we be thinking like the younger generation right now. They think everything they do, they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do with my baby. Don't tell me how to raise my baby. Well, go ahead on and raise your baby and bump your head. Go ahead on and bring your baby every time your baby get a little fever or every time your baby cry too long. Go ahead on and bring them to the ER. Go ahead on and blow your insurance up. I'm just saying, kitty cat. Lisa, I'm just saying. Just go ahead on. Because the world we living in right now, we can't tell these young people how they live their life. They going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. So all you could do is give them a little wisdom, but that don't mean they over here listening. They're not coming over here right now because they feel like the world is theirs. And somebody might feel like, yeah, I got my little platform right here. And, the little people be on here every day or whatever. It could be 3 of us, 4 of us, 5 of us. I love everybody that's on here that I could see. Even the ones who wanted me to stand, but they some people just want to stay in the back. But I love all the people that's on here that even if they're in the back, even if they don't like me, God say love you anyway. Ain't that something? God say love them anyway. She don't like you. He don't like you. Still love them. That's where he stayed. But for us and our churches, that's the church y'all made. You made a church to be with him and have a baby for him. And he wasn't no good. But a lot of y'all females, y'all think y'all better than the other woman. And there are a lot of y'all think, when I get him, y'all on the outside looking in, thinking it's all him, when at the end of the day, it's us females that make him look good. And now you got him and you wishing you could send him back. Wow. Wow. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Now you like, yeah, I go back where you, nah, that's what you wanted, right? You wanted somebody's husband, right? You wanted somebody's wife, right? Well, you get rid of them because I don't want them. A lot of women think they're better because you got him now. Girl, you got the same, you got my leftover, but you got the same old Negro that I had. He might be treating you a little different. But if he cheated on me, I promise you on Jehovah, I know for sure he cheated on me. I wish somebody would tell me somebody ain't cheat. I wish somebody would tell me somebody ain't cheat. I'm just saying, Vicky. I'm just saying, Steve. I'm just saying. And everything that I say, I got people to back me up. I understand, girl, that's your man. I understand that's your man. But you'll be a damn fool to believe that that Negro ain't never cheated. And I'll be a damn fool to cheat with somebody that cheated on me with somebody else. Why would I cheat with you and you cheated on me for somebody else? You made somebody else relevant. So why would I cheat with you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So when a lot of y'all gonna sit back and be honest with y'all kids, because y'all children now, the children in the days now is more inquisitive and they know too much and they asking questions. We ain't gonna sit them down and tell them the real. Because y'all think these little children ain't been here before. That's somebody, mama, grandpa, nana, uncle, auntie, sister, brother. These children is coming in the world knowing too much. I'm just saying. My little grandbaby just 2 years old. And she act like she been here before. I'm just saying, these kids say the darnest things. That's the times we living in right now. That's the time. And guess what? Time is near. That's why I keep telling y'all every day I come on here. Talk with y'all children. Teach y'all children and y'all grandchildren the hour for the prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as teach y'all children and y'all grandchildren the word. Even if you got to just put the word on TV once a day. They read the Bible to you on YouTube. But if y'all don't teach y'all children right now about life, destruction is coming. And they're not going to be prepared. Yeah, you only need two. Why not? I'm just saying, I'm saying teach them now. These little children could sit down and have a conversation with us. And you'd be like, what? I'm just saying. Why y'all have an opportunity. Y'all got going. Let me tell you why some of us is still here. God allows some of us to be here still now because of his grace and his mercy in our hearts to be here to make sure our grandkids and our young children is going to be okay. It's up to you to teach them about life because you don't know the time, the hour, the minute, the second. We don't know when we're going to leave this in. All of us got a date, but nobody when the date is. Nobody know when the date is. Not neither one of us on these platforms know when we leaving. And it don't matter how old he is, how young he is, nobody know. Ain't that something? You can't tell your friend everything. Because we don't know everything. How can I tell my friend, well, girl, I'm going next week? No. He didn't prepare none of us. When it's our time, he ain't prepared us. He gonna come to us one-on-one. And he gonna give you an opportunity to prepare yourself. I do believe that some people knew in their mind, and some people was ready to give up. They got some people still here in this lifetime is being tormented. Because people get it back. Everybody do stuff and get it back. Everybody. But for you to be pointing the finger at this one and that one and say, oh, I ain't know he was like that. I ain't know she was like that. Just lying to yourself. Why do we lie to ourselves to convince ourselves to believe that we telling the truth to ourselves when we lying to ourselves? Girl, I ain't going to be with him no more. Girl, you said that the last time. You are convincing yourself and trying to convince yourself in your mind that you don't want to be with somebody that you still in love with. Y'all know how long it took me to get over the things that I had to get over. And I still wasn't over it. I couldn't get over it in my time. I couldn't. I was crying and tossing and turning and crying and all that kind of stuff there and saying, Lord, when? Yeah, the chosen one. Many are called, few are chosen. He used to be saying, when? Ain't nothing like you crying and your friend crying. She going through and I'm going through. We going through. Ain't nothing like having a girlfriend and all y'all like waiting to tell and saying, girl, welcome to the club, and just we cry together. I'm just saying, they got somebody on here talking about, oh, well, I don't have no friends. And I don't, just because you don't trust women, because one woman did something to you, girl, I'll never be that person. Just because she a Jezebel and she did what she did, or he did what he did, you going to make it bad for all the other people in the world? That's not how I said the cat to the dog. Everybody not the same. They got good people in the world. You just got to be mindful of the people you let in your circle. You got to be mindful the people that you love on. Because the people that you love on might not love you the same. When it come down to money and immaterial things, and some people who ain't never had nothing, man, they will backstab you. They will step on you and forget that you ever was the person that was there for them. If you ain't never been backstabbed, you ain't never lived. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. If you ain't never been backstabbed, you ain't never lived. And it don't have to be a stranger. A lot of backstabbing come from your family. Your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa. Backstabbing. I'm just saying. They had a young lady on, I think on Instagram, YouTube, one of them. And her grandmother went in her purse and took her baby Social Security card out there, snapped the picture of it and took it. So the young lady told her grandma to give her baby Social Security card back. And the grandma said no and didn't want to give it to her. So they had people all in the comments saying, send her to jail and this and that. Let me tell y'all something. When people got stuff going on, we be on the outside looking in. And there's always two sides to a story. So for whatever reason, it didn't give the grandma the right to go in her purse and take her baby's Social Security card. But we don't know the backstory to that. But at the end of the day, it still didn't make the grandma right. And the people in the comments were saying, put her in jail. And I would take her phone and do this and this and that. Where the respect coming at? In spite of whatever they're going through, that's still her grandma. It's the right way and the wrong way. We do things. And she kept asking her grandma, and Instagram is doing a countdown. I'm going to come back on here when it go off. But she kept asking her grandma, give me my baby's Social Security card. So at some point, where do we draw the line if somebody did that to us? We still have to respect her as an elder. But at the end of the day, you got to make the right decisions. And for whatever the reason, the grandma was taking her stuff. We don't know. We wasn't there. And putting your grandma in jail, even though she took her Social Security card, you could get another one, or you can call the Social Security, or for whatever reason. It's not like she couldn't get another one, but still out of respect. Still out of respect, Tasha, Donna, J-Map, you still gotta respect your elder. A lot of young people, they feel like by you being older, they could be on the same level you on, but it's still a level of respect. Both ways. Both ways. No older woman shouldn't be disrespecting your young girl, talking to her no any kind of way. And no young girl shouldn't be talking to no older person no any kind of way. But the world we living in right now, these young girls think they could just talk to you any kind of way because that's the way they talk to their parents. That's the way they talk to their mom or they talk to their daddy, and they thinking their way of talking to people is the right way, and they don't see no wrong in that. They thinking, oh, a lady sitting on the porch and you walk by, they thinking, they turn their face so they ain't got to say good evening, good morning, how you doing? But you never know the lady that's sitting on the porch. One day somebody might be after you, about to do you something, you might have to go knock on her door. I'm just saying. But in certain situations, us as older people, some things we just gotta mind our business and let them go through the process and let them bump their head. Because no matter how Ms. Ann get on here and tell someone they're gonna bump their head and then they're gonna come back, y'all, where Miss Ann at? I need Miss Ann to come on. I'm telling y'all, my platform gonna be so big, so I'm not gonna see them. The ones who want to be seen, I'm not gonna see them. All I'm gonna see is the people that I see right now, because I remember the same faces. I remember the people that rather die for me. Ain't it funny how when guys show up and show out, then everybody won't befriend you. Everybody want to be a part of the circle, Nikki. Everybody want to, oh, let's go over there by Miss Ann. And they're going to be trying to raise their hand, and I'm not going to see them. So it is what it is. But a lot of y'all got to stop making bad decisions. We as human beings, we as young women need to think before we make rational decisions. If you love somebody and somebody hurt you, somebody cheat on you, sit down, take your ride, and just get your thoughts together before you dial 911. Think about what you're going to do before you do it. Because when we make rational decisions and bad decisions, sometimes ain't no turning back. And some things can't be undid. When you make a decision to say, you know what? I'm going to put you in jail, and you tell a lie, and they come out there and write the report. Ain't no coming back from that, because they already wrote the report. So I'm just here, the messenger, and I'm delivering a message. Hey, Queen. Hey, Big J. Hey, Lizzie. If you're going through something right now, please don't make a bad decision. If you know you're messing with a married man, don't give him an ultimatum. Because if you give him an ultimatum and tell him he need to leave his wife and make a choice and be with you, that's not going to turn out good. And somebody on here right now messing with somebody married. And it's only going to last, it's temporarily. But just know, as time go on, life be life, and you're going to get that back. You're going to see it again. Because it say do unto others as you have others do unto you. When somebody say, I don't care if he married, I don't care if she married, okay, I don't care. And Jehovah just gone, I don't care. Because y'all think y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all think y'all can live the way y'all want to live. I'm tired of telling you our life is not our life. Just because you get up every morning and go to work, just because you get paid, you got paid today, your life is still not your life. Do you not realize that you're not the one that's waking yourself up? Do you not realize that you are not the one that's making a way? He's making a way so you can make a way. Because without him, we nothing. I hate when people do stuff for me, throw it in my face. Don't y'all just hate that? When somebody do something for you, they throw it in your face. Oh, girl, I did this for you, and I did that for you, and I did that. I mean, so you acting like nobody never did nothing for you. Is there anybody on these platforms can come up and say nobody never did nothing for them? And guess what? I'm going to tell you, you're a damn lie. Because I be hearing it. Ain't nobody never did. That's a damn lie. So you mean to tell me you've been here all these years, all these decades, and nobody never did nothing for you? Well, who you think you talking to? Sure not ain't Maze. Because if I would say that, I'll be telling a damn lie. Each and every one of us on these platforms that has somebody do something for us. Even if they grab the door and open the door for us. I'm just saying. Even if you call somebody and you asking for an extension on your bill, somebody made an extension on your bill. So how can y'all as people be so ungrateful? How can y'all not say, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to see another day? Do y'all not know that every day, every second, every minute, every hour, somebody passing away? And you woke up. He woke you up. Well, some of y'all wake up with negative energy, negative vibe. Y'all wake up with that shit on y'all mind. Well, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and still don't like her. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I still don't like him. Wow. Ask God to take them spirits out of your mind, out of your heart. Because being jealous, evilness, strife, all that stuff is a spirit. Disliking somebody is a spirit. Lying is a spirit. A lot of y'all really need to know. Life gonna be life in front of y'all if y'all don't get it together. Because in your mind, you happy. No, you're not. How could y'all be happy doing the things y'all doing? Let me tell y'all something. I don't thrive over somebody else's pain. How could you as a woman know another woman hurting because you messing with her husband, or another man hurting because you messing with his wife? How could you feel good about that? How could somebody sleep and say they sleep good at night with somebody else's husband, somebody else's wife? Y'all got to be some type of delusional to really believe that. You got to be delusional to believe that somebody did something to you and they sleeping every night. When I did stuff to people, I sure wasn't sleeping. When I get into an argument and I come on here and clap back, it take me 72 hours to calm down. And you think I'm gonna believe that y'all sleeping when y'all living in the wickedness, in the wickedness, in the wicked world? No. If it take me 3 days to calm down because I didn't clap back, why would I think that y'all is content with y'all wicked ways? I ain't gonna lie. I bet y'all got more peace than a lot of y'all that's out here doing what y'all doing, and y'all got people that's rooting for y'all. I ain't never seen so many people go along to get along and rooting for people that's doing all the wrong people that's out there. Fifi, unbelievable, wicked. All the people that's out there doing wrong got people rooting for them. They got people rooting for them. But This how you know you've been changed and you're not living a certain way that you're accustomed to. You're gonna get more views and less likes. They gonna look, they lurking, but they ain't liking. How you get million, and thousands of views? You might have 5, 6,000 views, 10,000 views with only 100 likes. That speak volume. That speak volume. And but it's not just the people out there in the world, it's the people that so-called love you. If you would take a pen and paper, because I be writing stuff down. If you would take a pen and paper and write down all the people that you see, and you write down all the likes, and you try to add the likes up with your family and your friends, 2 chances to 1, you're not going to see no family members. It might be 1, 2, or 3. So y'all worrying about the people that don't know y'all. But what about the people that do know y'all? They speak volume. But you do have family members that's pickaboos too. They lurking, they watching, they looking, and they ain't saying nothing. Because they want to hear what you got to say. So that means they bored too. Because when you're being talked about, you're being thought about. In order for me to talk about you, that means I thought about you. In order for me to talk about you, that means I thought about you. I'm just saying. A lot of people don't realize how the game goes. You know why a lot of people don't say AMAs or post stuff like this or this and that? Because they, in their mind, they thinking if they post me or they share my videos and stuff like that, they doing something for me. They is doing something for me, but at the end of the day, just because you don't post me don't mean that I'm not going to get what God has for me. Let's get that out the way. Just because you don't share my videos or you don't whatever, don't mean that God not going to take me to where I'm going. He just allowed me to know that where I'm going, some of y'all can't come. I'm going to say it again. He allowed me to know that where I'm going, a lot of y'all can't come. Y'all not even invited. Because he protect me. He protect his people. So if you're going to be a problem, he going to leave you stay over there. He going to surround me with good people, loving, kind people. Favor is over my life. He giving me favor, and favor is worth more than money. Some people think, oh, let me buy this one, let me buy that one, let me buy that. Nah. God gonna give me favor, and I ain't got to spend a dime. I'm just saying. See, at one time I didn't know the game, but I watch. I'm a good listener, and I see how the game go. The game is, if you popular, I'm out. Some people don't realize that. Thank you. They being played at their own game. The internet is, well, we not gonna mention Miss Ann, because if we mention her, everybody gonna want to see who she is. That's the game the internet playing. So if you on and popping and you got 100,000 followers, or you got a big old platform, and you mention Ann on your platform or Miss Ann, everybody want to know, well, let me go see who Miss Ann is. That's what Keith did Miss Donna. When Keith said what he said, that's when everybody want to know. But let me go see who Miss Donna is. Anybody, when you are popular, a lot of people don't know they get played at their own game. It's a strategy. It's sad to say it's the way it is, but what they don't know is what's for me. I'm a praying woman and God got me. So anybody who's not in my circle, God don't want them a part of my platform. It's sad when people scared to mention your name. But I already know my name speaks volume. They ain't got to mention me because at the end of the day, God don't want nobody to say, if I wouldn't have never mentioned her, nobody would know who she is. Not over here. So if somebody go on somebody's platform and somebody big and a lot of people watching them around the world and somebody mention them, everybody, well, let me go over there. Let me go over there and see who Miss Ann is. Like when me and Miss Thing, when me and Brooke got into it. When we got into it on the internet, then everybody wants to know who I was. And let me tell you something. One time I got into it with the young lady they call Roast the Boss. Man, I got into it. And it's a blessing that when I see the young lady, she is so humble. And she's such a sweet girl. And man, I got into it on the internet. We was going back and forth and all that kind of stuff there. But at the end of the day, now when I see that young lady, she a whole different person. She a whole different person. That's when a lot of people, they really didn't know who I was. All they know is the lady in the wheelchair and this and that. And a couple of people was coming on there going at me. It was a lot of people now. They know who I am now. But I could go back to them same old life. And they big people was coming at me because they didn't know who I was. And they passed their little statement. And I saw them saying little certain things and all that. But I ain't gonna lie, out of all the people I got into it with on the internet, let me see, I think it's like 2 or 3 people that we apologize. They apologize to me. I apologize to them. And at the end of the day, I am so proud of Ross the Boss. She is such a lady now. And the only reason why I went off on her is I just felt like, at that time, her way of dressing and stuff like that. But to God be the glory. When I see this young lady, she is a totally different person. And my head tilted to her because she not the same person she used to be. Ain't that a blessing? She not, to be honest, I don't even be seeing her all on social media, none of that. And it's a blessing when you can say things, but at the end of the day, when I deliver the message next time, I don't want to deliver the message and be so hard on young ladies. I want to deliver it, even though I'm going to deliver it in a respectable way. They don't take it that way. And now that I see life a different way, Albert, they be saying different disrespectful stuff to me. And I be like, you know what? Don't talk to me like that. Don't disrespect me like that. And a lot of younger girls feel like they can handle you or talk to you any kind of way. And they forgetting that at the end of the day, you still older than them. And I be hearing a lot of them saying, I don't care. I don't care if she old, this and that, I do this. First of all, I'm not going to get out there and fight none of you young girls. I'm going to fight y'all with the word. So if it's something that I say on my platform you don't like, oh, well, this is my platform. How could people come on your platform, troll you, and get mad about what you're talking about on your platform? I'm just saying. I just was telling y'all how the game go. The game is, if you got a big platform, you talk about this one, and you keep talking about them, you making them relevant. You're making them relevant. And a lot of people don't want to make me relevant, but it's okay because I'm making me relevant. Jehovah making me relevant. Why would people that's dealing with life situations wouldn't want to get with somebody else that's going to or been through what they going through? I never could understand. I never could understand it was a lot of times I reached out to certain females that's going through stuff on the internet. And I ain't gonna say their name because they say, yeah, whenever somebody say my name, they can't keep my name out their mouth. But it was certain young girls I reached out to. And for whatever reason, they running from me. Or whatever somebody, mama, for whatever reason. I don't know who got in their ear. I don't know who talked to them. But they don't want to get with me. They don't want to talk to me. But one damn thing for sure, I'm not a fool. And you can't tell me no anything. You can't pull no wool over my head. You can lie to the people some of the time, but you can't lie to the people all the time. And that's the world we living in right now. A lot of people is believing the lies. They believe in what people saying on the internet. Oh, I got this, I got that, or I got it like that, or I got this and this and that, when it's a lie. They poisoning your mind and making y'all believe something that is not, so they could keep it going. Well, let me just get on the internet and make it like I got it like that. Let me just post something. Now they talking about Patreon. I don't know nothing about the Patreon. That's something else where you go and the people pay to come on there, this and that. I don't even know nothing about that. And I never heard it until OG Murder. OG Murder and been on every platform it is. And every time you look around, they reporting his pages and all that, and they always still find another way. I mean, what it is. What it is. If he on there and he talking about somebody, what it is. Because everybody's talking about somebody. A lot of people don't want to be exposed. And a lot of people don't like that. So at the end of the day, you can close one door, and if it's in God's will, you're going to open another door. When it's for somebody, when it's for them, and ain't a devil in hell can stop them. When it's for you, it's for you. But let me tell you that I'm not selling my soul for the internet. I'm going to continue touching souls. I'm going to continue being transparent. I'm going to continue taking accountability. I'm going to continue living in my truth. The life that I'm living now, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. Whether y'all see it or not, I see it. And that's all that matters. But you're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't. And we living in a world that people get mad when you tell the truth about them. More marriage, more infidelity, more people with the internet is being exposed. And people don't like that. Some people hate the internet. But a lot of people are being exposed. But you're being exposed because you never thought one day that somebody will put that out there. And when some people business hit the internet, it's somebody on their team. It's somebody on their team. It's somebody on their team. Then let it leak out. So when somebody come with your business on the internet, somebody had to tell it to them. See, a lot of people ain't bold enough to go on the internet and talk about people in their business. Murder don't have no filter. If they bring it to him and he feel the need that he want to talk about it, he talk about it. It ain't too many people that he haven't talked about. You just got to know how to deal with him. And you rub him the wrong way, pop go to weeds and weeds go pop. You got to know how to stay in your lane. You got to know how to deal with people. If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, you need to get out. And a lot of y'all is in the kitchen. Gangsta baby. Big Nash. Y'all need to get out. Why keep being in the kitchen if you can't stand the heat? So a lot of y'all making bad decisions. Y'all need to stop. He not a good decision. Him right there that you with, your baby daddy, your children daddy, He wasn't a good choice. He was a bad decision. Her over there, your baby mama over there, her right there, she was a bad decision. And when we make bad decisions, we got to live with that. When we chose to have kids for people that we don't even like no more, we can't fault nobody but us because you liked them at one time before, unless it was a one-night stand. I'm just saying. Some of y'all mad at people when y'all slept with somebody's husband, somebody's old man, somebody's girlfriend, somebody's significant other, and you wind up getting a baby. And now you caught up in your feelings, but you know they had somebody already. You know he had a wife. You know she had a husband. And now y'all mad. There's a lot of children running around here that don't know who their daddy really is. And I'm just saying. And just like the relationship that Pebbles and Dale have, her husband, ain't nowhere in the world no man should talk to no woman like that. No woman. But all the stuff that she talks about, that she done did for him, she loved him more than he loved her. He a narcissist. That's what type of man he is. He got an ego problem. But Pebbles don't know her work. She don't even know she a queen. She haven't heard that word enough. They got men all around the world would love to be with her and treat her like a queen. But something about this man right here. Something about him. And their livelihood is an open book all on the internet. And he talk bad to all the women. A man that disrespect a woman don't have respect for no woman. You can't make somebody love you if they don't love you the way you love them. Because love is respect, honor, obey in a marriage. But if you are on the internet disrespecting me and cussing women and all that kind of stuff down, nah, I pray for Pebbles. I pray that she get the strength that she needs. I ain't got nothing to do with their marriage. I just pray that she get the strength. I ain't gonna never say I pray that that ain't my code. I pray that she get the strength that she needs. I pray that she realize her worth. Because evidently she don't realize that she a beautiful queen. A lot of y'all better realize. Right. But it ain't our calling, Pat. It ain't our calling. Because every time Pebbles will come on the internet, she'll say, I'm tired. And all that. Then the next day, she be with him again. So all we could do, Pat, is pray for him. I'm going to pray for Pebbles and her husband because at the end of the day, the way he talked to her, no man should talk to no female like that. Talking about, I'm him. Okay. You could still be him without me, Tawana. Without me. See, all us on here, don't let no man feel like he better than you. The only man you're supposed to make feel like he better than you is the man that is better than us. And that's Jehovah. When a man go to disrespecting you and degrading you, calling you all out your name, it's time for you to flee. Because I ain't lying, I got a dirty little mouth when I'm mad. And that's why I'm by myself right now. I ain't really by myself because I got a man that say he'll never leave me nor to forsaken me. And that's Jehovah. But I'd rather be by myself than to put up with the stuff that Pebbles going to. You got your own house and he got his own house. The marriage is already doomed right there. Separation. Now why he got to live over there and I got to live over there and we married? Got to make it make sense. Ain't that much good penis in the, and then I can't say that because she said he ain't giving her none. So if he ain't giving you none, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? And like y'all said, the song say, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. No, it's not. I don't want a piece of man. I want a man that's going to stand on all 10 behind me as his wife. But if you're not going to stand on all 10 behind me, at the end of the day, talking about I bathe you, I feed you, that's not your damn child. And he complained he don't want no rose petals and he don't want all that. Girl, nah, she went over and beyond. And all he do is complain. And he's saying men for the win every time. And they got the men on there saying men for the win every time because they going alone to get along. I stand up for every queen that's on here. We phenomenal women. You got to know you. You got to know you're a phenomenal. At one time, I didn't know I was a phenomenal woman. I ain't know. And I was young. And I had so many men behind me, it was a sin of shame. But did I know my work? No. But do I know now? Yeah. Damn near 60 years old. It took me all them years to realize who I was. Always let your daughters know that they are queens. Don't make them feel like they got to depend on a man. Pamper your daughters. They got the little princess stuff, the little queen stuff, all in Rose, all in TJ Maxx, all in Marshalls and all that. Make her feel like a queen. You know what I would love to do? I would love to dress up and have my little granddaughter with me. And me and her dressed alike. And we go do some little grandma stuff. That's the type of stuff I like to do. That's what I like to do. If it was up to me, I'd take pictures with all my grandchildren. All of them. The life that I plan, I got muscle spasm every time I come on live. The life that I plan for me and my children, when they get old, I always wanted grandchildren. But me, myself, I always wanted 10 children. But unfortunately, I only have 4. But at the end of the day, the life that I planned, it didn't turn out to be that way. It didn't. So we can make plans and say we want our life to be this way. And we want our life to be a certain way. But that don't mean it's going to turn out to be that way. Tyrone. That don't mean it's going to turn out. So we got to take whatever hand that's dealt to us, we got to take it. If it's a bad hand, you know what we got to do? We got to pray on it. And just because you're not a bad person, don't mean that bad stuff don't happen to good people. He says your sins fall on your children's children. So if their sins fall on their children's children, that means some things are out of our control. That means it's a possibility that your child can pay for what you did because that's who you love. So until y'all surrender and get y'all life right, y'all gonna go through what y'all got to go through, and y'all children gonna be a part of what y'all going through. Do y'all not know that when y'all hurt, y'all children hurt? So if you make a choice to be with this man and you know he ain't no good, if he hurts you, that means he hurting your children too. Look how this man unalive all his children and try to unalive the wife. Now she got to live here with the fact that no matter what she get in her life, somebody could get $1 million, they ain't gonna change what happened to her. Just imagine all her children. And you gotta stay here. Ain't that something how life is, y'all? And somebody around here questioning and saying why God allowed this and why God allowed that. But he also said that your children. So sometimes stuff happen and it had nothing to do with us. It'd be decades. You be paying for your great-great-great-grand. It's stuff that didn't happen that we don't even know nothing about. Our ancestors. We don't know the stuff that they did. And it's generation after generation after generation. Stuff happens as the generation go on and on and on. But if you try to find out your family history and find out what happened decades ago, maybe you'll find out and realize how some of these things happening in families. I know it's my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my great-great-grandma. My great-great-grandma was an Indian. All right, Singleton. Yeah. Hey, TT. Hey, Bishop. My great-great-grandmother was an Indian. So if we look back at our ancestors and all the stuff that they've been through, some of us will never find out what happened years and years and years and years and years ago. But a lot of people be trying to figure out, well, damn, how can something so tragic happen in a family? Hey, Paul, you will never be able to figure out if you don't have the answers. If you don't have the answers. Tragic didn't happen in each and every one of our family. And people for decades been trying to figure out why certain things happen in their family. And some of us will never get the answer. Because somebody then been buried with all the family secrets. Somebody wants to know the family secret, and you know what they be saying? Girl, nobody want to talk about that. You trying to find out and figure out why all the things happening to you, and you ain't never did nobody nothing. Because what happened to you has nothing to do with you. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe things happen to some people and it had nothing to do with them? Let me break it down to the people who it went over somebody's head. If he said your sins fall on your children. So that means if your child paid for something that happened that you did, it had nothing to do with them. Don't you know if your daddy was a cheater, 2 chances to 1, the son gonna be a cheater? Don't you know if the mama was sleeping with people, husbands and all that, most likely her daughter gonna do the same shit she did? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm one of the ones. I don't know what made me feel like this, but I despise women that mess with married men. Yes, the one. I despise women that mess with somebody else's husband. But I do know in each and every one of our family, somebody in the family did some foul shit they ain't never told nobody about. I'm just saying. Y'all think, Joanne, so y'all think out of the whole family, the family done told y'all all the family secrets? Do y'all really think that everybody in the family done told y'all the family secrets, Julia? They got family secrets that's buried and somebody paying for it. Somebody paying for it. What about that family member that always should go around and they ain't never saying nothing? They don't even talk. All they do is wave, or they be rocking in a chair and they don't say nothing to him. and they just don't say nothing. Thank you. What about that family member? What about the people you be around? They don't say nothing. Y'all know how many family secrets they got? They got people that they made their children have an abortion. Made their daughters. Oh, you ain't having no baby. And I would never want to be the mother that have to make a decision for my child to have an abortion. Not me, Angela. Not me. That is one of the worst decisions that you can make if your child wind up pregnant and you make a decision and say, you're going to have an abortion. Now it's in your hand. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Because, for number one, you should have been teaching your daughter or on your daughter and let her know about the birds and the bees. And now that you didn't let the little boy or the little girl sleep at the house, now she pregnant or he got the baby on the way, now you mad. That poor Pat. Now you mad. That's bad decision making. Just because, like, when somebody be in a car accident or somebody be on a breathing machine, right? And somebody been in a coma. I'm not, God forgive me, Lord. I'm not gonna never be the one to say, pull the plug. I'm a fighter. I don't know about y'all. I done saw a miracle. I don't ever want to be the one to say, you know what? Pull the plug. But I also don't want nobody to make me feel like, oh, they're on a breathing machine and the machine is breathing for them. But I done saw miracles before. Better yet, I'm a miracle. So, thank you, Queen. So if I'm a miracle, I don't ever want to be put in a predicament where I got to say, you know what? Pull a plug. No, Lord Jesus. And a lot of people, they've been put in a situation where they made a decision, and in their mind right now, they're wondering if they made the right decision. So if somebody on a ventilator and they take them off the ventilator, if they take them off the ventilator and they pass away, so be it. But for it's me making a choice and saying, take them off the ventilator, I'm not doing that. God has the last say so. That's how I feel. Y'all can feel however y'all want. They got a lot of people, family members talking about somebody say, don't resuscitate them. So y'all, where they do that at? So you mean to tell me if your mom or your daddy have an opportunity to be resuscitated, you gonna say, don't try and save them? Oh, wow. I'm not making that choice either. Somebody say, oh, well, and my mom, because we got elderly people and their children making decisions for them and their children waiting on the insurance policy and all that kind of stuff. That y'all know when they got something to do with money, they ready for them to go away. But at the end of the day, since when you can make a decision and say, you know what? Yeah, she passed away. Don't resuscitate her. Let her. So y'all don't want to save them? I'm just saying. So y'all not trying to save people because this the world we living in right now. I heard somebody say that. Say my mama say if she ever asked and wait, nothing. They say, don't resuscitate her. Let her go. Somebody resuscitated me. Somebody resuscitated me. You let yours fight, Aunt Dewana? I'm just saying. I'm a living testimony. Somebody resuscitated me while I was on the ground. A stranger. And you mean to tell me, y'all can say, don't resuscitate. But that's the world we living in right now. Do y'all not know hospitals is not the same? You go in a hospital right now, you better have somebody looking after you. You ain't getting no bird bath. You ain't getting no ice in a water pitcher. You gotta have somebody. If your mind don't function, these young nurses and nurses assistant, look out. Look out. They passing because they smart. They don't have passion for the job. Right. They don't love what they do. They don't have passion for people. They're nurses and nurses assistant for the money. They get up in the morning, they go to work, they do their job, and they go home. And they complain about the job that they have because they really don't like it. Raising us up, Tawana. Yes, he is. You know how many people don't like their job? You know how many people don't like their job? I'm telling y'all, if y'all got an older mama or older daddy and they're in them nursing homes, y'all better go check on your people. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Them people get treated so bad. They get slapped around. They feed us. They be having wet diapers on. Their family don't come see them. But they getting their money. Right. I'm just saying. But them all at the hospital, doctors, judges, all these people that's working for the money, they thinking that they're not going to get this back. You know how many judges made bad decisions? You know, the judge that was on my case when I was almost unalive made a bad decision. When the judge decided to get my children away, made a bad decision. The judge told me, I'm going to take your children and place them with their father. He ain't caring about my ex-husband said. They said, the judge said, is she a bad parent? He said, no, she ain't no bad parent. I just could do more for my children. I could provide more for them because he was the man. And the judge took my children and gave them to him. And the same day he gave them to him, the judge made a bad decision by getting them my children because he got busted with drugs with my children. The same day. Tell me what God want to do. I wouldn't have never thought on God. I wouldn't have never thought that happened. I cried half of that day when that judge took my children. Tawana, you work for the VA? That's what I'm saying. Oh, they stole your earrings, Paula? See what I'm saying? That judge made a bad decision when he took my children. And I went back in there in the courthouse, and the judge was like, I started already, and he had to give me all my rights back to my children. I'm just saying, your elderly sister and I were at the father's bedside every other day until he Right. That's how you're supposed to do with your parents. If God bless you, well, you got a big bill. What's the purpose of all these people talking about, I got a 4-bedroom house, I got a 5-bedroom house, I got a 10-bedroom house, and all that, but you got elderly parents. Why they can't come stay with you? Why they can't come in the house with you? Oh, because we can't get along. But they raised you to have, and if it weren't for them, you wouldn't have the things that you have because you wouldn't be here. But you bragging on what you got. I got this, I got that, and this and that. Well, you mean some of you got a big old 5-10 bedroom house, and your mama can't come stay there. Your daddy can't come stay there. Well, I understand they can't come stay with you because you thinking they're gonna try to run your household and tell you what to do in your own house. In Vegas, I'm from New Orleans. Oh, you in Vegas, Tawana? And saying I had to. My husband in. Oh, you had to resuscitate your husband 3 times? That was a call me and God. We victory that was in 2024. Wow. See what I'm saying? Where they get that from? Oh, don't resuscitate him. Well, I want to be here as long as I can. I got grandchildren. I want to be here as long as I can. So at the end of the day, y'all don't make bad decisions. Because the decisions that we make, the choices that we make, we got to live with it. We got to live with the choices we make. So now, us as older adults, we got to start thinking before we do stuff. Start making better decisions. What you say, Paula? Okay, me. Oh, wow. See, everybody got stories. Everybody got stuff that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis. And what I want y'all to know, y'all workers out there that work at the hospital, work at the nursing home and all that, y'all think y'all mistreating them people. Y'all think y'all getting away. Y'all only getting by. Y'all gonna pay for stealing them people money. Y'all gonna pay for mistreating them people. It's a shame the way y'all treat them people. Y'all put up a facade in front of people, make it seem like y'all do this and y'all do that, but at the end of the day, y'all mistreating them people. Y'all mistreating them people, and a lot of people thinking in their mind they're not gonna get that back, but they is. We reap what we sow. There is. It's so sad because when I was in the hospital, them young girls are coming out with a lot of attitude and all that. And one young girl, she was trying to. I told her I needed help or whatever. She went right out the door and shut the door. I sure complained it on her. It was like I was on a machine, and it was like I couldn't breathe from the medicine that they was giving me. And it was like a hospital is the worst place I want to be. Right. That's the worst place I want to be. Not to say you ready to go home. It is. Sure don't want to be in here. So if y'all got a loved one, anytime y'all got a loved one, y'all got somebody y'all love, they in a hospital, or they in hospice, or they in a nursing home, please go check on your people. Please go check on y'all people. And everything ain't always about money. You get your blessings from Jehovah. The ones who getting the money ain't doing right by, they gonna get theirs. Y'all saw the girl that was on Instagram, and the man was towing her car. So she came outside, and when she came outside, the man was towing her car, and her mama came outside thinking. Her mama came outside to see what was going on. Y'all saw her call her mama the B word. You was in a coma for months, Paula. Wow. Y'all saw the young lady that called her mama the B word, and the people was taking her car. And I said, let them take that car. You don't have no respect. You gonna call your mama the B word on the internet? Well, all us can hear. Girl, please. You need to take that car and everything else you got for disrespecting your mama. I don't care what y'all go through with your mama. I don't care what your mama say. Your mama hollering, yelling. No, I don't respect nobody for disrespecting their mama. A lot of y'all come on this internet, and I didn't heard a lot of y'all call your mama all kind of bees and all that kind of stuff there. And guess what? Two wrongs don't make it right. Even if my mama make me mad, I will not disrespect my mama. Not like y'all. I'd rather get off the phone and be mad than to disrespect and go back and forth with my mom. Y'all gotta stop. And y'all wonder why y'all going through stuff with y'all children. Y'all wonder why your son or your daughter in jail. You gonna get it back one way or another. Or you gonna pay for what you did. One way or another. We pay for what we do. How about that? Whether we like it or not. Karma is real. And it's knocking on everybody's door. And y'all got an opportunity to get y'all life right, to change y'all life, and y'all still be with that bull crap. Y'all think life is life right now. Either y'all gonna get it right, or guess what? Everything that y'all did gonna fall on y'all children. How about that? A lot of y'all gonna get back what y'all been dishing out. So you ought to quit while you're ahead. How about that? Nope, just a title. Quit while y'all ahead. Y'all got an opportunity to get y'all life right. And guess what? At the end of the day, you could repent, turn away from your sins and say, Lord, I know I wasn't perfect. I did this, I did that, but now is the time. Now is the time, not tomorrow. Now. Get your life together now. Stop talking about people all the time. Stop thinking you better than everybody all the time. Get your life right. Tell people you don't want to hear all that. Girl, let me tell you about AMAs. Let me tell you about this one. Let me tell you about that. Tell them you don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. I'm talking about everybody. Day after day after day after day. Girl, I don't want to hear about nobody business. I got stuff I'm dealing with my own. I don't want to hear about that. Let's talk about how we're going to enjoy life. Right. Let's talk about how we're going to get together and enjoy life. Let's talk about how we're going to meet up in Miami. Let's talk about how we're going to do a family trip. Let's talk about how we're going to do something. And I ain't talking about the real family. Not us family in Christ. Let's talk about that. Right? Every time I always talk about, let's do something. Y'all always talking about we going to plan and this and that. Why it never happened? Because that's something good. Why all the men, the salt and pepper men, all the men be together, they go to state and all that. Why us queen can't do that? Because we're going to have a queen and they'll want to fight. I don't like her. I don't like her. No, nobody won't be around all that. I don't want to be around all that. Everybody shooting talking about one another. I don't want to be around all that. I want to be around some phenomenal women. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's meet up here. When y'all going to say that? A lot of y'all stuck. I'd be so glad when if somebody say, I'd be so glad to go out of town. I'd be wanting to go out of town all the time. Same old shit, just a different day. With y'all, the same old shit. Talk about something good. Make somebody laugh. Tell somebody how good God been in your life. And somebody see something good. I always be waiting to go somewhere. I'm going somewhere tomorrow. All that negative stuff. Oh, God, look at her. God, look at him. God, look how he done. Girl, whatever. Let them do what they do. When it comes to certain things in your life, shit just don't bother you no more. You don't look at life the same. All good vibes. That's what I'm saying, Tamila. All good vibes. Let's talk about some good shit. Talk about what made you happy. Let me be able to talk about what man made me happy. Instead of all them bums. But that's the decision, and that's the choice I made. I made choices to be with the bums. So at the end of the day, we can't fault nobody but us. When we make bad decisions, Ashley, when we make decisions, you can't fault nobody but you. Why you mad at everybody? Why every day you got to come on the internet and all that? You have an attitude every day. Is there anybody you ever been around was good? So everybody you be around is bad? When you going to talk about how good somebody was that be around you? Just everybody just talking down on one another? Oh, man. Y'all stay over there with that bullshit. Because I want peace and happiness. I want to tell y'all how good God is. And he's a mighty good God. Matter of fact, he's awesome. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's the God I serve. That's the God I serve. That's why a lot of them don't come over here. They don't want to hear nothing about God right now. But just give them a couple of months. A couple of months, my platform going to be overwhelming. And they're going to have their damn hand up. And we're going to be saying, put your hand down. Miss Ann, where it was? Where they going to be? How about that? Right where they going to be. That boy right there. Let's talk about what we going to do. How we going to enjoy life. I've been planning trips, and every time there's always somebody that won't come in my life, talk about we going to do this and we going to do that and all that. And that shit never happened. Why not meet up on the train? Let's take a train ride. Take a train ride. They got train rides for $50, $100. Meet up on the train. Take a train ride. Go and come back. But no, everybody want to stay around and just talk about one another. I'll be ready to go. Anybody, any queen you want to go or get on the train? I'll meet you in your city. They pick you up in your city, and then we'll go somewhere. We'll take a train wherever we want to go, to Chicago, wherever. Let's talk about that. Let's do that. Let's start talking about it. And where we going to meet up at? Let's catch a train. They got all kind of deals. But some of y'all just stuck. But I'm not going to be stuck with y'all. I'm just saying. So y'all know the weekend. I don't go live on the weekend. I'm going out tomorrow. But at the same time, even though I don't go live on the weekend, I still be worried and thinking about y'all. Because all I want y'all to do is get to a point in your life where you're not worrying about other people. Stop worrying about your in-law. Stop worrying about your mother-in-law. Stop worrying about your mother-in-law not liking you, the father-in-law. Whoever don't like you, oh well. They don't like themselves. You're giving them too much energy. Stop worrying about your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your children, your grandchildren. That shit consume you. That shit had me losing weight, couldn't eat, couldn't do none of that. Sleeping longer. When you're depressed, you sleep longer. I'm just saying, man. Train ride is good. Get on a train. Take some sandwiches, tuna fish sandwich, and crackers, and chips. Just be on the train, just run it. Oh, they about to build one in California and Vegas. I'm just saying. Well, I be so scared of them mountains in Vegas. And them, when I drove through the desert, I was praying. I was saying, Lord, please, please, me and my children, Lord, please let us get around. I was holding up traffic and everything. I was seeing so many people just stuck. Just stuck. I'm going on a train ride. Anybody want to come? I'm going on a train ride. Anybody want to come? I'm going to let y'all know when. But I'm going on a train ride. Mama Eva, you going on a train ride? Tawana, you way out there. You got to come down here to get to the train ride. So I don't expect you to go, Tawana. But anybody else want to go on a train ride? Going once. Going twice. Want y'all scary tell self scared to leave New Orleans, but the minute a storm hit, a hurricane, a tornado, then y'all ready to pack up, and y'all don't know where y'all going. Just get on a train ride. Let's get on a train ride and let the strangers ride us and be on the train sightseeing, talking, and do a turnaround. It's living. And like the song say, everybody died, but not everybody lived. I'm going to find out. I promise you I'm going to find out. Paula, you live here in New Orleans? Oh, you going to, Josh, you going to Atlanta this weekend on a train? See what I'm saying? I can't go this weekend because I'm going somewhere tomorrow. But I'm going to plan for next week. I'm going somewhere. I'm going on a train. And it ain't got to be, it could be on your off day. It could be one day, ride the train that day and come back the next day. You leave and you come back. I've been seeing a lot of people go to Alabama. They go to Alabama and they come back Birmingham. And take a whole ride on a train. All that being stuck. So I love y'all. If y'all down for it, well, I ain't going to be on live tomorrow. But guess what? When I come back, y'all be ready to let me know. Oh, you and your grandkids, they love it, huh? I'm just saying. When I come back next week, but I'm coming back Sunday because I like to do the praise and worship on Sundays. When I come back, we going to have a plan. Whoever want to come, what you say, Tawana? You come home when the time permit. I won't be back until July. 90% of my family still live back home. Oh, all right. But I didn't been up there twice, Tawana. All right. So we going to make plans to get on the train ride. Okay, you say June, July. So whoever in, I think that'll be fun. Just get on a train ride. You know what I'm saying? You can ride and do a turnaround. Y'all be lying to me. So I'm going to just do it on my, whoever want to come with Aunt May's on the train ride, we can meet up on the train ride. Whoever want to come, y'all free to come. I'm going to find out how much the ticket is. If you don't have the money to get a ticket, go ahead and say the same, I'll buy your ticket on the train ride. It's more than fair. Now, it's about to be 10:30. I love y'all. I know y'all don't want me to go, but I love you. You fell asleep. I fell asleep waiting on you and just woke up. But I'm still here. That's all right. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, I know. So when you go with the grandchildren, they all have their own seat? Because they got first class on a train ride too. I'm trying to go to Alabama just to cross. Or the bridge? He don't have the restaurant out there no more. Yeah, I'm gonna have a great weekend. I'm gonna take pictures for y'all. He don't have the restaurant no more. I'm gonna take pictures for y'all tomorrow. So I love y'all. And I'll see y'all Sunday. Deuce. I love y'all. And don't go get in no trouble either. Because I'm watching y'all. My eyes is on y'all. We got Ohio in the building. We had Vegas in the building. Atlanta in the building. Houston in the building. New Orleans in the building. And I got my eyes on y'all. I'm just saying. Don't play no games. Beaumont in the building. Girl, sister, girl, I don't like this color. I got my hair this color for the occasion. It's for the occasion. I love y'all. I'm going to be safe. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all. No, I'm going to make sure I pose for y'all tomorrow. I'll put a boot in my mouth. Nah, thank you. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. No, I see y'all. I'll make sure I send y'all some pictures. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. I'm out of here.